Now, what's funny is that there was no legal charge upon Stephen. They didn't really use the civil authorities here. They just went forth and killed him because of what he was saying. So he didn't have a trial. He didn't have a sort of an opportunity to defend his case in front of a civil authority. And they paid the Sanhedrin, the Pharisees, they paid the Roman sort of authorities a lot of money just to be quiet and not say anything to the emperors or anyone else, because they knew what they were doing was completely wrong. You see, brothers and sisters. So again, another sort of silenced trial, you can say. Just like Jesus, when we saw the trials of Jesus, that it was done in a very deceptive way. Same here. They completely hid everything from the civil authorities, just went forth and killed Stephen. Now, as we read, right, the witnesses laid their clothes at Saul. Now, who was Saul? Now, Saul was a zealous man for God. He was very zealous, and he believed that Stephen was talking wrong. He didn't believe what Stephen was saying, because he completely believed in the old books, the Mosaic law. He believed in sort of what the priests and the Sanhedrin and the Pharisees were talking about. He didn't really believe these guys, these apostles who were illiterate and unlearned in the eyes of the Pharisees. He didn't really believe them. So he stood there as a sort of authoritative figure, you could say, and pointing fingers at Stephen and urging the crowd and the mob to kill Stephen, right? And what happened after that? After his death, Saul was elected as a member of the Sanhedrin Council in consideration of what he did for the death, his part he played with the death of Stephen. And for a time, he was a mighty instrument with regards to the persecution of the church. He went about killing a lot of Christians in his time, in his short period, and he worked for the Pharisees and the Sanhedrin. And although he did not kill anyone, again, he was a accomplice to murder. So he would grab these Christians, take them to the religious authorities, who would then take them to the civil authorities and get them killed, get them martyred in various different ways. So again, not directly killing them, but definitely part of the process and definitely classed as an accomplice. But however, God is good. God is so good, brothers and sisters. Saul was sort of seemed to be imbued with his frenzied zeal. Right, he was really zealous, like I said. But the death of Stephen, right, angered him, because he realized Stephen became more a martyr than sort of just some person who they killed, right? He realized that, and that made him a bit annoyed and a bit angry, basically. We're going to see that from Ellen White's writing in a second.